Hey everyone, I need your attention for 1 minute. This is not one of those ads. This is something that has changed my entire life. If you've been listening to this podcast, you know that this is all about personal development as the foundation for everything good in your life. And this podcast is now sponsored by Growth Day, which is the world's first all-in-one personal development app. I mean, oh my gosh, can you imagine having everything all in one place that you need to create the life that you want? Now you can. So if you've been struggling with your motivation, your mood, your productivity, or your purpose, you have to check this out. Growth Day helps you consciously change your life and achieve your potential. It has all the self-improvement tools, motivational classes, and life coaching all in one place. So many of us want to improve our lives, but the question is how? Where do we start? What do we use? How do you get unstuck? How do you make self-improvement stick? Well, research shows how. It's when you consistently journal, track your habits, set goals, learn from empowering mentors, and challenge yourself that you'll be happier, healthier, and more successful. But let me ask you something. Where do you actually do all of your personal development work? I have to tell you that over 300,000 people use Growth Day for a reason. It works. It's the world's #1 software for self-improvement. Growth Day has an amazing mindset journal that I absolutely love, a habit tracker, and a goal-setting system. In fact, I bet if you went to my stories this week, you probably saw me using the journaling app and telling you to do it too, because it's the first time that journaling has ever actually stuck consistently in my life because of this app. And best of all, Growth Day has live inspirational classes every single week from the world's top motivational speakers and life coaches. These are people who have impacted my life in huge ways. These are mentors who I already knew and loved. In fact, this is something that's so huge for me, you guys. I personally teach a class in Growth Day every single month, and it is one of the most fun things that I get to do, and I'd love to see you there. These classes will truly shift your life. There's always something new that you will learn. So join me and 300,000 achievers growing our lives with actual real intention. Visit growthday.com/Lori for a free trial. Yes, you can try this for free. So go to growthday.com/Lori and go live your best life. You guys, that's growthday.com/Lori. And I can't wait to see you there. I think majority of the pain that we go through in relationships and majority of the pain that we go through with saying yes to things we actually want to say no to is because we respond too quickly. Hey everyone, welcome back to the show. It's time for another quickie because there's always time to fit in inspiration, and major shout out to this amazing human who has left me a review. I'm so grateful for all of the reviews, you guys. Truly, if you have a podcast, if you have any sort of service, if you have a product, like, you know how grateful you are for reviews. It's kind of everything. It helps you get your message out there, and it helps so much. People have no idea. Like, people read reviews. So I'm so grateful when you guys leave them. If you haven't left one and you feel moved at all, I know it takes some of your time, but it means so much. So this is from, I hope I'm saying this right, McAmber. She says, I'm always so inspired by Lori. I feel like she's my personal life and business coach. She's strong, confident, and supportive, lighthearted, but direct and to the point with lots of valuable information. She's my favorite podcaster, authentic and caring, and I hope I can bring this much value and energy to my podcast. You guys, #1, that was kind of weird for me to read how nice that was about me. #2, I'm so glad this is documented because that made me feel freaking amazing. So I just want to say thank you again. And you guys, I want to be able to send you a daily text. I am absolutely obsessed with being able to talk to you directly, talk to my community. So send the word daily to 310-496-8363. I see tons of you sharing them every single day on social. And that means so much to me that it's affecting you like it affected me. I like to sit down Every single month, I write 30 of them out and I really sit and think about the things that I'm dealing with, I'm struggling with, how I'm getting through them, these thoughts that I'm having, how I'm going to the next level. And it's probably the place that I get the most direct and intimate with exactly how I'm feeling outside of this podcast, you guys. So definitely text the word daily to 310-496-8363. So quite recently, I had an experience that really just opened my eyes even more so to getting the results that we want in life. And I also simultaneously saw a meme this morning on Instagram. You know, where else do we get all of our great news from besides Instagram and TikTok? That really just like rang true for me that I wanted to share for you guys. So these are kind of things that have changed my life and that are truths for me. And I had something happen recently where the big lesson and the big takeaway, and you guys know that the biggest, most valuable lessons are usually the most painful. I had something happen where I was like, I just wish I would have reacted a little bit slower. I just wish I would have paused, took a beat, and let it be okay that I didn't get my response out there right away. And the response was even a really great thing, but at the same time, it was like, different things transpired and I wasn't able to do the things that I wanted to do, meaning just show up in the way that I wanted to show up, and things didn't work out with, different dates and things like that. So I wish I wouldn't have responded immediately so that I had to go and backtrack later. Like I would have gotten more details. I would have taken a second to really think of my schedule. I would have taken a second to really think about how intentional I want to get this next year. And instead, I responded really quickly and had to backtrack. So with that said, I thought of all the times in my life that I have gotten really good at taking a minute to respond. And I think majority of the pain that we go through in relationships and majority of the pain that we go through with saying yes to things we actually want to say no to is because we respond too quickly. We don't get enough details. We don't evaluate enough. We don't want to disappoint the person who's asking us. And, if we just took a second and allowed ourselves some space. So if we got some wording around and some scripts, right, around like how to respond, that's going to be the safety net. I always think about the times that, I've done something that I didn't necessarily want to do. It's because I didn't know how to respond. I didn't have that direct response and reaction lined up for myself to give myself the space. So meaning you have to actually know what you're going to say and respond to these moments that are going to be challenging. Like you have to have that safety net there and that script ready so that when those moments come and you're like, oh, I don't want to disappoint this person, how do I get more time? Like you need to know how to do that. So for me now, it's kind of like, hey, this sounds amazing, but I'm going to take a week or two because I have a few things that I'm waiting to land, or there's a few things I need to consider before I give you my response. Does that work for you? And if they say no, then maybe you don't even ask if that works for them. You say, I hope this works. If not, I'm going to have to pass. But for now, I need, 1 week or 3 days or whatever you think you need. Some people, they can know and be really clear in a few days. For me, a lot of times I get my clarity after like a week. So okay, I've assessed everything. I've really thought about what can come up and what's going on and how I'm going to feel and all of those things. So these are obviously for really big decisions and giving yourself that time and that space. And then simultaneously, I read this meme that my friend Jackie Koch shared, and I loved it. It is called 5 Truths That Changed My Life. And I wish I could tell you who this is from, but the handle is literally just @Steven. So it says, if they really wanted to, they would. That is number 1. Number 2, success is 5% brains and 95% consistency. Hell yes, this is rang true in my life. Number 3, changed behavior is the only real apology. Number 4, self-awareness is realizing there are no opponents. You're fighting against yourself. And number 5, oh my God, this one is so true right now with the holidays and all the things. So I really wanted to share it for number 5, which is If your goal is to have a healthier mind, start by removing all the junk from your diet. And I've really been thinking about this because with the different parties, I don't want to say like we're going to be healthy all of the time or like we're going to be on track all the time because I so am not. I literally I definitely indulge and I'm really always working hard to say, where do I want to indulge, but where do I want to like realize I'm going to pay for this? Like there is a cost to me indulging and what does indulging even mean to me? Like clearly I'm working this out with you on the podcast right now because I've woken up some mornings and been like, my brain feels foggy. I don't feel awesome. What did I do last night that I could have gone without, or was it worth it to me? And if I'm like, oh, that was so worth it to me, great. But if I wake up and I'm like, you know what? I'm really upset that I don't have the brain power or the patience for X, Y, and Z today. And why did I not assess my next day and all the brain power that I needed to make the better decisions for the day before? And this is just where I'm at in life. So you're hearing me talk about this a lot on the podcast because I have a lot more travel. I'm trying to be a lot more social because that is making me really happy. But along with being really social comes, being at restaurants and maybe having more wine, or what does this actually mean? And what do I need to do to kind of have the best of both worlds? So that's where I'm at. I hope that these things that I just shared with you help you. And also during this time of your life or in the future, that when you are making decisions, that you just take that second that you might need to not react in a way that you don't want and get a result that you don't want in a relationship that you absolutely don't want to have to unravel the shitstorm that you created by responding too quickly. So yes, people may not have this, they may not be exercising this rule like you are going to be exercising this rule. So understand that majority of where the breakdown is in relationships and in life is because we're responding from an emotional place that's actually not us. Like when you're heated or upset or someone says something, that makes you upset, like it's not actually you in that moment. Like allow yourself to come back to a neutral place before you make a decision and a response. I know you've heard this a million times over, but if we actually exercised it, we'd probably have a lot less drama and problems in our life. So with that said, give yourself a minute. No response is still an amazing response sometimes when there is like a heated argument or something that you just don't know how to react. Like, give yourself a minute to figure out how you really feel. Like, ask for that time. Say, I don't know how I feel about this yet. So can I take a few days? Like I really need to just come back to a neutral place. I don't want to respond to from a place of emotion. So I'm sending you guys so much love. I know that this tool will change your life. And I hope that those 5 truths really helped you just, number one, feel seen, right? And these are the things that really can change your life. They seem simple, but they are huge. So sending you guys so much love. And until next time, earn your happy. Bye, everyone. Want to know a huge secret to my success? Okay, not only my success, but just about every single person that I have interviewed on this podcast who is successful has this in common. You guys, they love to journal. They capture their life lessons and what they're grateful for. But a lot of people don't keep this up consistently. And most people do know that the research shows that journaling deepens your gratitude and increases self-awareness. But did you also know that journaling decreases stress and helps you achieve your goals faster? In fact, journaling is a huge differentiator between average performers at work and high-performing people. It leads to longer-term clarity, confidence, and success. So why don't more people journal? Why didn't I journal consistently? Honestly, they don't like staring at a blank page. It's hard to carry a book around with you or a notepad, and they just don't even know what to write about, or they just forget. That's why I know that you're going to love Growth Day. It's the world's #1 system for self-improvement, and it's like all-in-one personal development in an app. And it has an awesome digital journal and people love it. Growth Day's digital journal has hundreds of research-backed writing prompts for self-reflection, positive mindset, confidence building, and success. I use them all the time and it makes me think in ways that I typically don't, and it makes me ask myself better questions, which we all know gets better results in our life. It even has prompts that help you develop a daily, weekly, or monthly habit of reflecting on your life and identifying areas to grow. So it's a perfect time of year to start journaling, you guys. When you sign up at Growth Day, you also get systems for habit tracking, goal setting, and scoring, and improving every area of your life. Best of all, I get to teach there too, you guys. I'm so excited. I hope that I get to see you. I teach live in Growth Day every single month with a new topic just for you. So join me there. Start your free trial at growthday.com/Lori.
Hey, thanks for listening to the podcast. And I want to make sure that you have my phone number, and I'm not kidding. Did you know that I have a community text number? For real. My phone number is 310-496-8363. This goes directly to my phone. All you have to do is text the word daily to 310-496-8363. And I literally text you every single day, Monday through Friday. I actually just got done 30 seconds ago texting a bunch of people back, and I talk to you all of the time. You guys, people always ask me how I got my community text number and how it works. Well, all you have to do is you can just go to community.com and get your own. Community makes it easy to get a phone number that you can use to build your audience using text. People just text you at your number and they're added to your group. Then you can text them out audios, video links, anything you want. You guys, I text out happy birthday videos. I love to send podcast links, thoughts about life, book recommendations, different events that I'm doing in the local area. Texting gets me out of the noise of social media and directly into your hand. And now you can start texting your people too. Just go to community.com to get your phone number. They give you a 10-digit real phone number, not those weird short codes that look like spam, but it's more than a phone number. Your new number comes with an inbox for SMS and texting. This means you can actually manage your text list from your computer and an app on your phone. You can schedule text to send at certain times and to certain groups. You can even set up auto replies or let your assistant or customer service team answer your text messages via Community's awesome dashboard. Just go to community.com and ask for a free demo. They'll show you how it works and get you your number. It's time to start texting your audience versus just posting on social media. Everyone uses Community for that. So go check them out at community.com. I can tell you it's not just great for communicating with my audience, but Chris and I use Community and our texts to also sell out our launches. I'm telling you, you get such an incredible response because you really are creating a true, deep sense of community, and it's so intimate. It's freaking amazing. Go check it out at community.com.